Hello friends, welcome back to episode 2 of Yarn Yapping. Yeah bitch, we're calling it that because it makes me giggle and I really don't ever shut the fuck up, so I think it's fitting. Today, I wanted to do kind of like an empties video, but with yarn. If you followed me for a long time, when I was doing makeup, back in the day I used to be a makeup artist, like pre-COVID. And I did a lot of empties kind of style videos on my Instagram, but I think it's very cute to do like a yarn empties video. And I always save my yarn tags, so today we're gonna go through them. I'm going to I want to keep this short. I want yarn yapping to be like shorter videos, because fiber fuckery is often like, you know, a long process of something, and I'm tired of editing and exporting and uploading long videos. So I want yarn yapping to be a little bit shorter episode, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up and get into it with all these labels. I have a pile of projects beside me, and if I have the project that applies to the yarn label beside me, I will show it to you, but not all of them are available to me in this moment. So I'm gonna start right off the top. This was some thrifted yarn, Dahlia. This is 48%, hello, Dralon, D-R-A-L-O-N. I assume it's a synthetic fiber. 32% mohair, 20% wool. This is a gorgeous purple color, and I'm going to show you. It's in my little keyhole top. How cute. So the purple color is around the ribbing here. It's held double with a self-striping yarn, so that orange strand, ignore. It's that kind of fluffier mohair in the background. Please stop focusing on my face. It was very nice to work with. I still have a little bit left. Actually, I don't think I have anything left. I don't remember what happened to that yarn. It might have gotten left behind somewhere, but it was a very great little kind of accent detail to this keyhole top. I like that it adds some lighter contrast into the sleeve and the ribbing, and it's actually a very soft mohair. I know a lot of y'all have had like bad experiences or are skeptical of mohair because of scratchy mohair you've used in the past. This was very nice. I think it's discontinued. I purchased it secondhand, and that's that. Let's see what we got here. We're speaking of mohair. This is some Kid Silk mohair from Mayflower. This, I believe, is the lavender shade I've used so much of. The color is 109. This is either the lavender or the deep blue. I wish I could tell you which one. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Christ. Okay. There's a lot of fluff in the air. What were we talking about? Kid Silk mohair. I don't think I have any. Actually, wait, you see this purple? These purple stripes? That's where the rest of the Dahlia went. And it's held double with that Kid Silk mohair. I love Kid Silk mohair. This is 78% mohair, 24% silk. This is so soft, so soft. I will say that the Kid Silk mohair sheds a lot. Like the first 3 to 5 times you wear it, depending on like the garment and like how long you wear it for, whatever, it sheds. It sheds. And every time I sell a mohair garment, it comes with a warning label. Like, it will shed the first couple of times. It's normal. It's not a thing to be alarmed of. It's annoying, but it does happen. Kid Silk mohair. That's a wrap. Like I said, I want to keep this quick. This is some lichen, I think is how you pronounce that. Lichen and lace marsh mohair. How cute is that? We're apparently really on the mohair trend, as if I ever stopped being on the mohair trend. This is 72% kid mohair and 28% silk. This I thrifted, actually. It came in like this big bag of some gorgeous yarns, and it was kind of, I think it was like about 80% of the skein left. You can see here, I've been using it on this little petal dress, and I'll show you this in a minute, but this is held double with, again, another strand of that lavender Kid Silk mohair, the same one that's held double here. And it's like a variegated mohair. I don't buy variegated mohair, so this was a nice little treat. You can see there's like some very icy spots, there's some dusty pinks, there's some warmer pinks, there's some purples, very cute. And it's in this this is not finished yet, keep that in mind, this little flower petal, like very fairy inspired dress. It still needs straps, obviously. There's a little kind of lace up detail in between the boobs. It goes down to like just above the belly button. I'm going to talk about the rest of this yarn in a minute, but that is our little some of our little petal shapes. Very cute, very fresh. I guess we'll stay, let's get the mohair out of the way. Let's get the mohair out of this pile. I think this is the last of it. This is Diablo print from Hobie. For the love of God, focus on my face. Thank you. Don't focus on my face. Thank you. This is color 06. I have used tons of this mohair. Tons of it. I love it. It's not the softest. This is 40% acrylic, 30% mohair, 30% polyamide. If you are very sensitive to mohair, I would say skip this one. It's not the softest. I am autistic and have sensory issues and have sensitive skin. Like I don't like scratchy wool. I find I can wear this no problem. So I don't have the most sensitive skin, but I believe I used that. What did I use that in? I don't know. I used it. I've used tons of this. I purchased a massive order of this. I bought like one of every color, two of every color, and I've been slowly using it up for my stash. This might have been one from a custom order I made for a friend. That's what I think it might have been in. And now that I'm looking back at this, you can see the bottom here, this blue mohair, the deeper blue, that was that kid silk. I dyed a bunch of this because like 2 years ago I ordered like 12 balls, 12, I can't do math, of a lavender color, and they accidentally sent me like a navy color. I don't really like navy. You can see the undyed navy color, barely, held double with some, like a single ply alpaca. They sent me the navy color accidentally. They ended up sending me what I ordered, but I kept the rest of it, and I dyed a bunch of it. I over dyed it. So I just over dyed it with some more blue to make it more pigmented, and I love how it over dyed. And I have more of that navy mohair still that I thought I dyed it all. I missed a couple, so now I gotta go back and dye the rest, but it's very cute and I do enjoy it. Next label. Okay, let's do this one. This is some, is it Jaeger or is it Jagger? I'm gonna say Jaeger. Cotton Flamme. Testing my French here. This was some yarn that again I thrifted. This is 55% cotton, 45% viscose, 50 grams. Whoever purchased this purchased it for $2 a ball. That's crazy. I thought I had a ball of it near me, but I do not. This is said cotton, and this said cotton is held double with, again, the lavender mohair. You can't see the halo. No, not really. It's very, very light color, so you can't see the halo of the mohair. But you can see this cotton. It's like a thick and thin texture. Very gorgeous, icy lavender color. Very soft. This is a very soft little dress. And I loved working with this cotton. Again, I thrifted like 5 or 6 little balls of it. It's joyous to work with. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the rest of this. This is a very like impromptu, more abstract piece. I don't know, I was in a silly goofy mood. I'm not sure that I love it. I haven't blocked it yet. Maybe blocking will make me love it. It needs straps. All right, let's move on. There's so many of these. So many of these. Okay, this, oh cute. This was a sweater that I thrifted a very, very, very long time ago. Erin Crafts, Ireland. This was some 100% wool. I have a little bit of it here. Gorgeous lavender color, can you tell? I have favorite color, gorgeous lavender color. You can see it here, my ribbing, my cuffs, I love it. It's also the cup detail, the I-cord, like there is so much of this. This was like, this sweater I think was marked in XL. So there was so much of this wool, and it's beautiful and it's gorgeous and it's such good quality. I love it. It is also the cuffs on, no, it doesn't say the size. I thought it did. It's also the cuffs on this other little keyhole top I made. Now, did I do the math wrong on this piece? Yeah. You can see my whole tits, and not in the middle, like through the keyhole. Like my nipples pop out the sides because I did too many crochet rows and not enough ribbing. Oops, it's fine. I'm gonna layer with this piece so it's not the end of the world. And yeah, there's that lavender cuff again in action. I love this color. It's beautiful. Oh no, that's different purple. I love it. I've used it in a lot of projects, clearly. Okay, these are all from the same project, so I will just show it to you right off the bat. I have not showed this anywhere yet, so you will be seeing the first appearance of her. So I was in the mood to do a stash busting project. I gotta back up. And I was like, I should stash bust my fingering weight and my lace weight yarn. So I did just that with some floral granny squares, a lot of them, and I'm knitting them into this little dress. It's fucking adorable. I'm well aware. I'm obsessed. Now, I'm not finished yet. I have run out. My stash is busted because crochet uses up a lot of yarn. I mean, I still have a lot of little balls, little scraps left, but I don't have enough to do like the petals, like the full petals, the full background of squares. So I kind of hit a halt with this. This square is so much easier than it looks. It's so fun to do. I love it. Okay, let me get into the yarn specifics here. This is some Rowan Alpaca Classic, made with super fine alpaca and cotton, 25 grams. Which one was this? Let me find it. Let me find it. Where? Nope, that's the mohair. Oh, this guy right here. This very mustard seed yellow, the petals of that flower, that is that alpaca and cotton. I don't know where the hell I got this. 57% alpaca, 43% cotton. We have a Rowan flagship store, I believe it's called, in Kitsilano here in Vancouver. So this, I might have got that from Urban Yarns. They're called Urban Yarns because that was one of the first yarn stores I shopped a lot at when I first kind of got into fiber arts. Gorgeous. It's very soft. It's kind of like a blown yarn. Like, is that the right word? I don't know how to explain what a blown yarn is. It's blown. Maybe one day I'll have the words to explain what a blown yarn is, but just Google it if you don't know. I don't know how to explain that. My brain's like short-circuiting. Okay, more Rowan. This is some fine lace. I'm winded. Fine lace made with baby Surrey alpaca and fine merino wool, 50 grams. Tell me what color this is. Tell me what color this is. Give me a hint. Made in Romania. That's cool. 80% alpaca, 20% wool. Fine lace. Okay, so I should have taken notes. That's that one. Okay, so it is. I have a couple colors of this. I know that's just the only label that I kept, but this very mauve-y pink petal, that's this yarn. It is very soft. I will say all the yarn that I've ever worked with from Rowan is stunning. Stunning. And I know there was another color, I just, off the top of my head, I don't remember which it was, and I don't feel like wasting time trying to just sift through which yarn it was. There's a lot to look at here. There's a lot going on. But yeah, that's that Rowan fine lace. I enjoyed it. I really liked working with it. It's very soft. Baby Surrey alpaca. So it's like a very nice, like if you see below it, the squares below it is a mohair and a cotton. And I don't want to knock this over, excuse me. You can see kind of the difference in the texture. That orange mohair, it's fluffy. You can see the shine of the pink cotton, and then that, it's got a little bit of a fuzzy texture. It's not fuzzy like a mohair, but it's got a little bit of a halo to it. Okay, next. This, oh bitch, I love this yarn. This is the Juniper Moon. It's so cute, like a little logo. The Juniper Moon Farm. This is the Findley Extra Fine Merino Wool and Mulberry Silk Blend. 50% wool, 50% silk. This is 100 grams, 798 yards. This is an expensive skein, but you get a lot of yardage. And let me show you her. What? Have I not put the square on that's made of this yet? Oh, Lord. Okay, wait a damn minute. Let me go find it. Found it. I grabbed the wrong drawer. I grabbed the drawer of the yarn, not of the finished squares that I haven't attached yet, but this is it. You can see it's 2 plies. It's got a little bit of sheen in it because of that silk, the mulberry silk. This is so soft, so heavenly to work with. This is a lace weight yarn. It is tiny, tiny, tiny. I knit this, no, I crocheted it double. I would love to get more of this. For what project? I have no reason, but this Juniper Moon yarn, stunning. This was some of the first like luxury yarn that I purchased. Oh, stunning. And then here, let me show you. We'll go back to the Rowan fine lace, Seri alpaca and merino wool. These are the 2 colors I had, I forgot. You can see it's got a little, you can't really see. It's got a tiny little bit of a halo. It's so soft, so soft. Anyways, okay, I'll shut the fuck up about those. That's enough. Okay, what do we got left? Oh, these are so cute. These are some itty bitty little Friends 8/4 cotton, 100% cotton. The way they do their, not sizing, like the thickness of their yarns is in numbers. So 8/4, it's 8 strands. I believe these are 8 plied. I don't remember off the top of my head. We're trying to keep this video short, and I'm not going to try and count the plies of this yarn, but there's tons of this Hobie cotton in this project. So the white and the pink, actually these 2 squares, the petals, that's all Hobie cotton. What else we got? Oh, this whole square. I love Hobie's cotton. They do it better than any other cotton yarn I've ever tried. It's soft, it's light, it's not, I mean, it's cotton, so it does get a little dense. If you're using like one of the thicker weights and you're crocheting it, you're gonna get a denser, heavier fabric, but for the most part, I love knitting with this. I enjoyed crocheting with it for that project as well, but I knit a t-shirt dress out of a bunch of this. Like, who remembers my Lesbian Pride t-shirt dress? It's still for sale. If you're gay and you want a gay little t-shirt dress, I'm gonna link it. Maybe I'll finally figure out how to link in the cards. Professional. I have a bunch of like Lesbian Pride. Oh, not the fuzzy one. Cotton. And that made its way into the flower dress, and I enjoy working with it a lot. It's very soft. It doesn't, some cotton when you're working with it, it starts getting like stiff and it almost feels squeaky as you're working with it, and it's hard on your hands. Hobie cotton could never. She would never do a sturdy like that. And I've got 2 left. Speaking of Hobie cotton, this is the Dahlia Halloween 100% cotton. This is a cake yarn, like a big ass cake yarn. This is a number 2 weight, 100% cotton, 874 yards. 800. And I didn't finish a project with these. I took the yarn labels off. It was in a fiber fuckery. I tried to do something new and I didn't succeed. I wanted to make I believe it's the Melt pattern. I can't remember the designer's name off the top of my head. I'll put it right here. I wanted to make the Melt sweater by this designer, and it's a made to measure pattern. So right off the bat, that's bold of me to assume I could do that. And it's also a crochet pattern, and I really struggle following crochet patterns. Crochet charts, gray hairs, they give me gray hairs. So I have attempted to kind of do that pattern a couple times. I thought it would be so gorgeous. This is a self-striping yarn, by the way, so it fades. It's not stripes, it's not solid stripes, it's a fade of like Halloween colors. And I thought that Melt sweater would look so cool because I wouldn't have to cut and change yarns all the time for like the stripes, because the pattern calls for like different rows, different stripes, and I was like, fuck that, I'll just use a fading yarn. Anyways, it's a very hard pattern to follow for my brain, and if you can do a made-to-measure pattern and you're a more experienced crocheter, I think you'd be totally fine with it. I can't do made-to-measure and I can't follow crochet patterns, so why I bought a made-to-measure crochet pattern, it's the delusion for me. I have this yarn still. I would love to do something with it. This is a very loosely plied cotton yarn, and it's very, very thin. This is a number 2 weight. So that's like a lace fingering weight yarn. Very thin, very thin. I will reevaluate this one day. We have 2 labels left. This is half of a label. I took the rest off. It's in my fiber journal. This is a label. If you watched my latest fiber fuckery, you saw this. We hand dyed some hand spun yarn from Lindhaven Farms in Abbotsford. This was 171 yards. A little sheep named Ivy, so cute. We dyed it. I didn't love how it turned out. If it's still available for sale, I will link that also, because I am putting it up for sale. It didn't end up like the vision. It's a very gorgeous, soft, squishy yarn. We got lot trucks. Thank you. That's enough. Oh, look at that. Some little JackassCollective yarn label. Listen, you're not supposed to dip into your own stash. As a dealer, I should not be knitting my own yarn, but I can't help it, okay? I dyed some 100% wool. I have it right here, actually. I didn't think I grabbed it. I busted into my own stash, clearly. I love orange. This was from Halloween 2023. My Halloween 2023 yarn collection that I dyed. There's still actually a fair amount of that collection left. Again, I'm gonna figure out how to link in the cards. I'm a professional business lady. This is what I busted into, and I made socks that kind of got a little wonky. This is a delusionally long clip of me trying to explain the color contrast on my socks. Really, all I was trying to say was that I wanted to have more contrast color on the toe of my socks, so I should have stopped knitting with the blue sooner, swapped to my orange contrast color, but not done the toe decreases, and then done the toe decreases, so I could have just had more orange on the sock. Dude, why is my foot up? Like, relax. Does that make any sense? Did anyone follow that? She's lost her marbles again on the internet live. Hand-dyed yarn by me. This was some wool that I thrifted. If y'all followed me at the beginning of fiber fuckery, I was dyeing a metric fuck ton of yarn that I had purchased secondhand, estate sales, Facebook Marketplace, thrift stores, wherever the hell it came from, and I dyed it all and gave it a new, fun, fresh life. And I'm knitting cool shit with it. You could also knit cool shit with it if you shop my shit, and I'm gonna link it again in the cards because I'm gonna figure out how to do that. That is all that I have. I'm out of labels, and we kept it relatively short-ish, and this was really fun. I like doing a little yarn empties video. I think that's really cute. These eventually will go into my fiber journal, and if you've never seen my fiber journal, here she is. So, whoa. I keep measurements, sketches, measurements, yarn labels, whatever the hell I want to do in here. Notes, like, it's just a fun, chaotic journal. So these labels will eventually go in here with a Polaroid photo, some notes, questions, comments, concerns, and yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna rehydrate. Thank you for watching episode 2 of Yarn Yappin'. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow my other social media, check out my website. Thanks for watching.